on YouTube? Lockstyle TV back again with another video. So as you can see, and I'm sure you probably read the title, I twisted my hair down with gel. I know I was going to wait a little bit longer. I was going to wait a few months to do it. My hair is actually really long and it was kind of starting to lay down in the front, so I figured might as well get it twisted down while I'm at this stage. So I know this is primarily a semi-freeform. Grow and twisting your hair down with gel is the exact opposite of going semi-freeform, but all you really have to do is a couple weeks afterwards wash your hair out and don't get a retwist for a while, and then you got that semi-freeform look back again. And really the main goal for me wanting to do this is just to get my locks and my sections set in, just because when you twist with the sponge, it does make a lot of good sections, but one downside is that the sections it makes are going to be a little bit smaller than what you actually want your locks to be. And everything doesn't lock together. I was getting a lot of locks forming in the back and around the sides and up here, but they weren't consistent and they weren't everywhere. And so I'd have patches where there was just frizzy hair that was starting to lock, or I'd have really good sized locks, or I'd have parts where it was starting to lock but it was really thin and I wanted the locks to be thicker. So what I did when I was going through twisting my hair with gel was I went through every section and I made sure that I got the locks to be the right thickness. So there's a lot of parts where I got two locks together. You'll even see throughout this video, there were some parts where the hair is just too frizzy, too much of a mess, where I actually combined locks, and I instant locked the tips with the crochet needle, and then I went ahead and twisted with gel down from the root. So you'll see that too. So I got all my locks to be the size that I want, and let's reveal you what they look like. Actually, you know what? No, we're not gonna do that yet. Let me show you the process first, and I'll catch you back at the end for the big reveal. So let's get into the video. So if you're gonna be doing the twisting with gel method, you're only gonna need a couple of things. The main thing that you're gonna need is gonna be some type of styling gel to lock your hair. This stuff has a virgin coconut oil. It's got shea butter coconut milk. It's super natural. And when I first opened this up, I really liked the consistency of it. It's just a little bit thicker. If you can see that, it's a little bit thicker than the Jamaican mango and lime locking gel. So I think it'll hold really well. It smells good too. I love the way Shea Moisture products smell. They all smell kind of the same. They smell really good. And then if you really want to get tight, clean sections, it's good to get a comb, like a little comb, which I think I got one, but yeah, like this, because you can use these to make your sections really good. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, just because I know I can get them good till about like right here, and when I get towards the back, I don't know if those sections are gonna hold up as good. So I'm probably just gonna go with the grab and go method, and I might use the comb just to separate the hair a little bit. I actually prefer that method because I like when your sections are more natural and not created. It's not created. I like when you just pick the ones that your hair forms on its own, or that the sponge makes. I don't know. I like that look better. So that's how I'm gonna do my hair. So I'm gonna twist it down, and as I mentioned in lots of videos, I'm a big advocate of washing your hair. I don't like to have dirty hair, so I don't plan on just twisting these down and just keeping it on and just let it sit for like a month so it locks up. Because I've said this before and I'll say it again, your hair is gonna lock over time anyway. It takes a very long time for your hair to lock, and it's gonna take a lot of retwists for your hair to lock and for it to maintain that shape anyway. So there's no need on obsessing over keeping that retwist in perfect, super long. I'm also gonna attempt to braid my hair at the end of this video. We'll see how that goes. It's long enough, but it's kind of short towards the end. So I know if professional was doing this, they'd definitely be able to braid it, but I'm not a professional and I'm doing it on my own, doing it myself. So all right, so I got the first 4 started just to make sure that I knew what I was doing here. So I got 4 locks in. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I do a couple more, and then we'll fast forward a little bit till we get to the end. So first thing you want to do, you want to get your hair a little wet. It's good if you just finish washing your hair and it's been drying and it's like almost dry. That's like ideal condition. I washed my hair a couple days ago, so I don't need to wash it again. So I'm just gonna get it a little damp. So you just want to get some water, get a little bit of water, and lock the batch of hair that you're getting ready to do. So I'm about to go with this one here. So this is gonna be one that I do for y'all. So you wanna get this gel, you wanna get this locking gel, and you wanna put some on your finger. Not too much though. You wanna just kind of cover that finger with gel like that. And you wanna saturate at the root, you wanna saturate the bottom of that lock down here. So saturate it, and then you twist. And when you're doing starter locks, you want to do the entire thing. But my hair is actually, a lot of my locks are already locked towards the top, so I'm not gonna put gel on the entire thing because that's just gonna lead to more buildup for me. So I'm mainly gonna focus on the bottom portion. And there's some looser ones too throughout my head. Now those looser ones, I'll definitely do the entire thing. And you want to make sure at the base that you have everything separated. You don't have parts of this lock that you're leaving out. It's gonna make it look more messy and make it more frizzy, and then you're just not doing it right. So you gotta twist it down tight. I like to twist it down. I get satisfied when I twist it and I can see like the product start to squeeze out. I know I got a good amount in there. And then you want to conserve as many clips as possible. So I do minimum of 2 clips for every 2 locks. But if you can get a third one in there, get a third one in there. So I just got that third one in there. You keep these clips in until your hair's dry. So once you get everything twisted down, you're gonna just keep all the clips in your hair. Once your hair is dry, then you can take them out. So now let's do a hard one. So over here, this is where the hair is really loose. So these are gonna be looking more like starter locks when I do these ones down the side. So these ones, you still want to make sure. So the biggest thing is, if you want all your locks to be the same size or about the same size, you just want to make sure that your sections at the bottom are all about the same size. So what I'll usually do is I'll twist it once before I actually get the gel in there, just to make sure it's what I want it to be. That's perfect for me. And then then I'll go back in with the gel. Now this is gonna need a little more gel than the last one I did. All right, so here we go. So I got my gel. I don't know if that's enough, but it's better to use less than more. Saturate the bottom all the way up to the top. And I'm gonna use just a little bit more. There you go. Saturate from the bottom up to the top. Ooh, I got some in my hair. It's okay. And then twist. This gel's kind of slippery. That's really, I don't know, maybe that's the one downside I think to using this gel, is that it's like really, really slippery. I mean, gel's wet, so it's always going to be kind of slippery, but this is like a little over the top as far as how slippery it is. It's kind of difficult to deal with. But I am satisfied with the way it feels in my hair, because whenever I used the Jamaican mango and lime locking gel, I was never satisfied. I always felt like it wasn't doing anything. This actually feels like it's doing something, so that's really what I want. Now this is gonna get its own clip. So you want to do, so whenever you're starting out, putting your clips into a fresh lock that's not gonna go off any other lock's clips, you just want to first clip the base. So make sure you get that base as tight as you want it. Clip that base in. And then once you clip the base, twist a little more because it'll start to come out. It's going to be trying to come out this whole time. And then do another one down towards the bottom, and that'll keep the whole thing from unraveling. Because what tends to happen is if you clip just the bottom, then like half the lock will start to unravel by its own. But this gel is holding beautifully. It's doing a good job. So I mean, we'll see in a couple days if my hair looks disgusting with a bunch of buildup. But from what I can tell, it seems like it's working pretty good. So now let's speed this up a little bit, and then I'll catch y'all when it's finished. See how it turns out. Hoping I can do some braids. We'll see. All right, so I'm about halfway done, And as you can tell, my hair, when you do this, your hair looks a little crazy, but don't worry, it's worth it in the end. A couple things you might have noticed me using this a little bit, the crochet needle. The only reason I was doing that was because there's some spots where I have like one really thick lock and then one like really thin piece that's kind of on its own, and it doesn't really it's too thin to twist into its own lock. So I want to combine it into another lock. So what I've been doing is I've been splitting the thick lock at the roots and like weaving the little lock through the big one and then crocheting it together at the tip and then just twisting down from the bottom. So that's why I've been pulling out the crochet needle. Couple other things that you'll notice when you're doing this is that you're gonna make mistakes. It's fine. Like you're dreadlocks, man. It's cool if you make mistakes. Like I noticed when I was twisting one of the ones over here that there was some hair in it that should have been pulled into a lower dreadlock. I just twisted it in anyway. It's fine. Most of these are going to come out anyway. Whenever you get your first twist, just be prepared for all of them to come out. The thing is though that even when they come out, your hair does still have some type of form to it, and so that's all I'm really doing right now, because I don't plan on keeping my hair twisted down for like a month and do another retwist and then just keep on doing that until it locks, because that's exhausting and your hair gets really dirty that way. So I really want to demonstrate to you guys that you can twist your hair down to get your hair to lock, and you can still wash it, relatively soon afterwards, like a week or two afterwards, and then just follow it up with another retwist like a month later, a month or two later, and you're gonna get to the same place. The biggest thing is don't be obsessive over it. Another reason I really love the starting my hair out with a sponge rub method is because it formed a lot of these sections for me, so it's making it really easy for me to pick where I'm gonna start my locks at. Whereas if you're working with like a fro, you really gotta like comb out every single section, and it's a lot more work. For mine, I can just grab and be like, oh, these two look good, twist them, and then we're good to go. And you're also going to notice that the section that your sponge makes, for the most part, are going to be too small. Every once in a while, it makes like the perfect lock, but for the most part, they're going to be really small, so you're going to be combining two dreadlocks for the most part. You'll be finding like spots where you have two loose ones together, or one loose one and one not so loose one, and you put them together, you'll twist them together and lock them in one piece. And that's fine, because they'll fuse together and they'll become one lock, and you won't even be able to tell in the long run. But just keep in mind that if you do every single section that your sponge makes, you're going to work twice as hard. You're going to have really thin locks, and if that's the look that you're going for, that's great. But you're better off just twisting two of them together, and you'll form like a good medium-sized lock that way, and you'll minimize your work too. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let's get the rest of this finished. I think what I'm gonna do is just start from the back now and work my way forward, just because it's easier when you start lower, because then the clips don't get in the way. When you start higher up, then your clips get in the way of the locks that you're going at, moving down. Your hair gets clipped on them and stuck on them, and it's a pain to deal with. So I'm gonna start from the bottom and then work my way back to where I meet the spot where I stopped out on this side. So that's the plan here. Alright, so my phone is about to die, so I'm just going to finish this up, and I will let you see how it looks when it's over. Alright, so I just finished with the twisting down, so you can see how it is. It's all crazy right now. My hair is like all over the place in different directions, so you probably noticed I didn't use as much water as I probably should have. So it's going to dry really quick though, so that's a bonus. Like a lot of these are really dry already, so I'm going to give it like 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take out the clips, and that's when you'll see me next. Alright, so I just took out the clips, and this is the result. Check it out. So this gel actually worked really good. It's I don't know, it might have worked too good because it's a styling gel, so it's kind of really hard. I don't know if that's good or not. Gonna find out. So But one benefit of that right now is that these locks are not untwisting, they're not unraveling, not going anywhere. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to braid them, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, so the braiding was a success. I got my hair braided. I did most of it myself. I had my girl help me in the back because I couldn't see a lot of it. But yeah, that was a couple days ago. I wanted to wait until I got a haircut to show you the finished product. So I hope you're ready. Go ahead and get this taken off for you. Came out like 10 times better than I thought it was going to. I'm definitely gonna keep these braids in for probably about a week. So here we go. Boom. And there it is. So the front view. Side, back, and then the other side. So yeah, that came out great. I was blown away with the results. So it was a long process. It probably took me about 2 hours to get everything twisted down, and then braiding took like an hour or two, which it wasn't that much work, but as I got farther back, the hair started to get shorter, and it was hard keeping everything tight in there, but definitely worth it. So I just want you all to know that you don't have to pay to go and get a retwist every single month or even at all. You can definitely do it yourself. So get yourself some gel, get some clips, get some rubber bands. You can twist your hair, you can braid it yourself. I know I didn't leave a tutorial this time of me braiding my hair, but don't worry, that's coming. Next time I do my hair, I'll definitely share with you guys how to do the barrel twist. It's super easy. One of the easiest way to braid. That's why I was able to actually do it on my own. And then I was just came down to getting a haircut, getting a lineup so that it all looks good in the end. So that's the finished product. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you next time.